Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Reach a decision. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. What something is used for. The quality of being determined to do or achieve something, firmness of purpose. He is a man of purpose. Propose or intend. Find the solution. Reach a decision. He resolved never to drink again. Bring to an end. Settle conclusively. Reach a conclusion after a discussion or deliberation. The trait of being resolute. A formal expression by a meeting. Agreed to by a vote. Cause to go into a solution. Understand the meaning of. Make clearly visible. Can this image be resolved? The direction or path along which something moves or along which it lies. Specifically design a product, event, or activity for a certain public. Have an ambitious plan or a lofty goal. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. It was created with the conscious aim of answering immediate needs. Move into a desired direction of discourse. The goal intended to be attained, and which is believed to be attainable. Intend, something, to move towards a certain goal. He aimed his fists towards his opponent's face. Propose or intend. I aim to arrive at noon. Point or cause to go, blows, weapons, or objects such as photographic equipment, towards. Please don't aim at your little brother. Direct, a remark, toward an intended goal. She wanted to aim a pun. The action of directing something at an object. He took aim and fired. Something intended as a guide for making something else. A decorative or artistic work. The coach had a design on the doors. An arrangement scheme. The awkward design of the keyboard made operation difficult. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. He made no secret of his designs. The creation of something in the mind. Make or work out a plan for, devise. Design a new sales strategy. The act of working out the form of something, as by making a sketch or outline or plan. He contributed to the design of a new instrument. Make a design of. Plan out in systematic, often graphic form. Design a better mousetrap. A preliminary sketch indicating the plan for something. The design of a building. Conceive or fashion in the mind. Invent. She designed a good excuse for not attending classes that day. Create designs. DuPont designs for the House of Chanel. Create the design for. Create or execute in an artistic or highly skilled manner. Chanel designed the famous suit. Intend or have as a purpose. She designed to go far in the world of business. Plan something for a specific role or purpose or effect. This room is not designed for work. Giving or marked by complete attention to. So intent on this fantastic narrative that she hardly stirred. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. His intent was to provide a new translation. The intended meaning of a communication. An anticipated outcome that is intended or that guides your planned actions. Good intentions are not enough. An act of intending, a volition that you intend to carry out. My intention changed once I saw her. Usually plural, the goal with respect to a marriage proposal. His intentions are entirely honorable. The actions and activities assigned to or required or expected of a person or group. The function of a teacher. Perform as expected when applied. Mathematics. A mathematical relation such that each element of a given set, the domain of the function, is associated with an element of another set, the range of the function. A vaguely specified social event. A seemingly endless round of social functions. Serve a purpose, role, or function. The table functions as a desk. What something is used for. The function of an auger is to bore holes. A set sequence of steps, part of larger computer program. Perform duties attached to a particular office or place or function. A formal or official social gathering or ceremony. It was a black tie function. A relation such that one thing is dependent on another. Height as a function of age. The actions and activities assigned to or required or expected of a person or group. Play its role. What something is used for. An actor's portrayal of someone in a play. Normal or customary activity of a person in a particular social setting. What is your role on the team? Exerting shrewd or devious influence especially for one's own advantage. Use up, consume fully. Avail oneself to. Use care when going down the stairs. Economics. The utilization of economic goods to satisfy needs or in manufacturing. The act of using. He warned against the use of narcotic drugs. Take or consume, regularly or habitually. She uses drugs rarely. What something is used for. Ballet is beautiful, but what use is it? Psychology. An automatic pattern of behavior in reaction to a specific situation. May be inherited or acquired through frequent repetition. Long use had hardened him to it. Law. The exercise of the legal right to enjoy the benefits of owning property. We were given the use of his boat. Put into service. Make work or employ for a particular purpose or for its inherent or natural purpose. Use your head. A particular service. He put his knowledge to good use. Habitually do something or be in a certain state or place, use only in the past tense. She used to call her mother every week, but now she calls only occasionally. Seek or achieve an end by using to one's advantage. She uses her influential friends to get jobs. The act of making up your mind about something. A position or opinion or judgment reached after consideration. Satisfied with the panel's determination. The quality of being determined to do or achieve something, firmness of purpose. His determination showed in his every movement. The act of determining the properties of something, usually by research or calculation. The determination of molecular structures. Deciding or controlling something's outcome or nature. The determination of grammatical inflections. Put forward. Nominate for appointment to an office or for an honor or position. Ask someone to marry you. She proposed marriage to the man she had known for only 2 months. Make a proposal. Declare a plan for something. The senator proposed to abolish the sales tax. Present for consideration, examination, criticism, etc. He proposed a new plan for dealing with terrorism. Propose or intend. The pervading meaning or tenor. The intended meaning of a communication. Propose or intend. Have the often specious appearance of being, intending, or claiming. The letter purports to express people's opinion. Reach, make, or come to a decision about something. Decide upon or fix definitely. Reach, make, or come to a decision about something. Find out, learn, or determine with certainty, usually by making an inquiry or other effort. Establish after a calculation, investigation, experiment, survey, or study. Shape or influence. Give direction to. Experience often determines ability. Fix conclusively or authoritatively. Settle conclusively. Come to terms. Fix in scope. Fix the boundaries of. The tree determines the border of the property. Bring to an end. Settle conclusively. The case was decided. Reach, make, or come to a decision about something. We finally decided after lengthy deliberations. Cause to decide. This new development finally decided me. Influence or determine. The vote in New Hampshire often decides the outcome of the presidential election. A piece of cloth that is left over after the rest has been used or sold. Bring to an end or halt. She ended their friendship when she found out that he had once been convicted of a crime. Be the end of. Be the last or concluding part of. This sad scene ended the movie. The state of affairs that a plan is intended to achieve and that, when achieved, terminates behavior intended to achieve it. The ends justify the means. The last section of a communication. The point in time at which something ends. The end of the year. Have an end, in a temporal, spatial, or quantitative sense, either spatial or metaphorical. My property ends by the bushes. The final stage or concluding parts of an event or occurrence. The end was exciting. A final state. He came to a bad end. Either extremity of something that has length. The end of the pier. A boundary marking the extremities of something. The end of town. A final part or section. We have given it at the end of the section since it involves the calculus. American football. A position on the line of scrimmage. No one wanted to play end. Football. The person who plays at one end of the line of scrimmage. The end managed to hold onto the pass. One of two places from which people are communicating to each other. The phone rang at the other end. Put an end to. The terrible news ended our hopes that he had survived. The part you were expected to play. He held up his end. The surface at either extremity of a three-dimensional object. One end of the box was marked, this side up. The state of affairs that a plan is intended to achieve and that, when achieved, terminates behavior intended to achieve it. The place designated as the end, as of a race or journey. A successful attempt at scoring. The winning goal came with less than a minute left to play. Game equipment consisting of the place toward which players of a game try to advance a ball or puck in order to score points. The quality of being of practical use. Computer science. A program designed for general support of the processes of a computer. A computer system provides utility programs to perform the tasks needed by most users. The quality of being of practical use. Used a beef. Usable but inferior. A company that performs a public service, subject to government regulation. Capable of substituting in any of several positions on a team. A utility infielder. A facility composed of one or more pieces of equipment connected to or part of a structure and designed to provide a service such as heat or electricity or water or sewage disposal. Economics. A measure that is to be maximized in any situation involving choice. The service, electric power or water or transportation, provided by a public utility. The trait of being resolute. His resoluteness carried him through the battle. The muscle tone of healthy tissue. His muscular firmness. The trait of being resolute. The quality of being steady or securely and immovably fixed in place. The property of being unyielding to the touch. The trait of being resolute. The trait of being resolute. It was his unshakable resolution to finish the work. Analysis into clear-cut components. A formal expression by a meeting. Agreed to by a vote. A statement that solves a problem or explains how to solve the problem. Finding a solution to a problem. The ability of a microscope or telescope to measure the angular separation of images that are close together. Something settled or resolved. The outcome of decision-making. They never did achieve a final resolution of their differences. A decision to do something or to behave in a certain manner. He always wrote down his New Year's resolutions. Computer science. The number of pixels per square inch on a computer-generated display. The greater the resolution, the better the picture. Music. A dissonant chord is followed by a consonant chord. The subsidence of swelling or other signs of inflammation, especially in a lung. Denote or connote. Have in mind as a purpose. Design or destine. She was intended to become the director. Mean or intend to express or convey. What do his words intend? Used of sums of money, so small in amount as to deserve contempt. Intend to refer to. Yes, I meant you when I complained about people who gossip. Marked by poverty befitting a beggar. A mean hut. Of no value or worth. Denote or connote. Maison means house in French. Have as a logical consequence. The water shortage means that we have to stop taking long showers. Used of persons or behavior, characterized by or indicative of lack of generosity. A mean person. An average of n numbers computed by adding some function of the numbers and dividing by some function of n. Approximating the statistical norm or average or expected value. The mean annual rainfall. Have in mind as a purpose. I mean no harm. Having or showing an ignoble lack of honor or morality. Taking a mean advantage. Mean or intend to express or convey. You never understand what I mean. Characterized by malice. In a mean mood. Destine or designate for a certain purpose. These flowers were meant for you. Excellent. Famous for a mean backhand. Judge or regard. Look upon, judge. I think he is very smart. Recall knowledge from memory. Have a recollection. I can't think what her last name was. Have in mind as a purpose. She didn't think to harm me. Expect, believe, or suppose. He didn't think to find her in the kitchen. Use or exercise the mind or one's power of reason in order to make inferences, decisions, or arrive at a solution or judgments. I've been thinking all day and getting nowhere. An instance of deliberate thinking. I need to give it a good think. Bring into a given condition by mental preoccupation. Decide by pondering, reasoning, or reflecting. Can you think what to do next? Dispose the mind in a certain way. Do you really think so? Focus one's attention on a certain state. Think thin. Have or formulate in the mind. Think good thoughts. Imagine or visualize. Just think you could be rich one day. Ponder. Reflect on, or reason about. Be capable of conscious thought. Man is the only creature that thinks. A contrary aim. At cross purposes. Philosophy. The end or purpose of a thing or process. A legal document declaring a person's wishes regarding the disposal of their property when they die. The capability of conscious choice and decision and intention. Leave or give by will after one's death. A fixed and persistent intent or purpose. Where there's a will, there's a way. Decree or ordain. God wills our existence. Determine by choice. This action was willed and intended. Japanese alcoholic beverage made from fermented rice, usually served hot. A reason for wanting something done. For your sake. The purpose of achieving or obtaining. For the sake of argument. Music, melodic subject of a musical composition. The accompanist picked up the idea and elaborated it. An approximate calculation of quantity or degree or worth. A rough idea how long it would take. The content of cognition, the main thing you are thinking about. It was not a good idea. Your intention, what you intend to do. The idea of the game is to capture all the pieces. A personal view. He has an idea that we don't like him.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.